all sit straight, students. Come on, sit straight. All the students sit straight. Okay, now while doing meditation, we are going to do deep breathing. Okay, so first you observe me how I am doing, and same way you have to follow afterwards. When I tell you start, that time you will start. Okay, so first of all, you close your eyes, sit straight, keep your neck straight, relax your body, don't hold anything in your hand. Keep your mobile steady at one place. Okay, keep it standing at one place, and you relax your body, sit straight, keep your neck straight, close your eyes, and then you will start breathing. While breathing in, you will breathe to the fullest of your capacity, like this. Full capacity you have to breathe in. Hold it for a second, and then while breathing out, you have to breathe out very slowly, slowly. Once more, I'll show you. Breathe in to the fullest of your capacity, and then breathe out slowly. Okay, students? So, you are going to start the meditation, and I am going to observe you all. Okay, we will do the meditation for 1 minute. So, start, students. Come on, close your eyes. Breathe in to the fullest capacity. Hold for a second, and then breathe out slowly, very slowly. Slowly, you have to breathe out. Again, breathe in, hold for a second, and breathe out slowly. Again, breathe in. Repeat this, everybody. Hold for a second and breathe out slowly. Don't open your eyes. You have to continue. You have to continue. Don't open your eyes. Okay, now students, don't open your eyes. Rub your hands like this. Rub your hands. Keep your warm hands on your closed eyes. And then slowly open your eyes. Slowly open your eyes. Okay, so just now what we did was deep breathing. It will increase the intake capacity of your lungs. While doing meditation, try to do deep breathing. Okay, and you will feel refreshed also. So students, today we will start our day with a thought for the day. I have brought you a thought for the day. See here. Every day you reinvent yourself. You are always in motion, but you decide every day forward or backward. This is a quote by James Altucher, who is an American author. So what does this thought tell you? Every day you have to reinvent yourself, rediscover something new in yourself, and then you will find you are in motion. But then you have to decide whether it is a forward motion or a backward. Students, we always have to go in forward motion, remember. Okay, so with this positive thought, let us start our session. Once again, a very cheerful morning to all my dear students. I welcome you all in the statewide online sessions organized by Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation. I am your teacher. My name is Rashmi Amle and I am going to teach you science. So students, yesterday we have studied motion and types of motion part 1. So let us see how much you can recall from yesterday. Okay. So who will read this sentence for me? Who will read this sentence?
The continuous displacement of an object is called.
What is it called? Complete the sentence. The continuous displacement of an object is called what? Come on. What is it called?
The continuous displacement of an object is called the continuous object.
Okay, no problem. I'll tell you the continuous displacement of an object is called motion. Okay, do you remember? So the continuous displacement of an object is called motion. Let us see the next sentence. Who will read this sentence? Yes, who will read this sentence? Come on, students. Who will read the next sentence? It is very simple. Come on. Try.
The two main types of monsters are.
Very good, very good. The two main types of motion are. And what is the answer? Yes, what is the answer?
Non-uniform motion, uniform motion.
Okay, any other answer? Any other student will answer?
Yes, teacher, can I tell the answer?
Yes, yes, dear.
The two main types of motion are linear motion, non-linear motion.
Very good. The two main types of motion are linear motion and non-linear motion. Previously, the student answered they were the subtypes of linear motion, uniform linear motion and non-uniform linear motion. They were the subtypes of linear motion, but the two main types are linear motion and non-linear motion. Let us have the next sentence. Yes, who will read this sentence? Who will read this sentence? Raise your hand.
The motion in a straight line is called as.
Very good. And what is the answer? What is the answer for this?
Teacher, I think so, linear motion.
Very good. Very good. So the motion in a straight line is called as linear motion. Next we have, who will read this sentence?
Can I read this sentence?
Yes, yes, dear, read it.
The motion which is not a straight line is called as a non-uniform motion.
Non-linear motion. Very good. The motion which is not in a straight line is called as non-linear motion. So yesterday we studied that the continuous displacement of an object is called motion. The two main types of motion are linear motion and non-linear motion. The motion in a straight line is called as linear motion. The motion which is not in a straight line is called as non-linear motion. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about non-linear motion. So we are going to start lesson number 9, motions and types of motions, part 2, in which we will discuss about non-linear motion and its types. So let us see the objectives of this lesson. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to state the types of non-linear motion, Define oscillatory, circular, periodic, and random motion. Give examples of different types of nonlinear motion. Identify different types of nonlinear motion. Define speed, state its formula and units. Okay, so are you ready, students? So let us start with the definition of non-linear motion. Pay attention, concentrate here. Okay, children, concentrate on the screen because I'm going to show you a lot of pictures and I'm going to ask you questions also. So, the motion of an object that does not move in a straight line is called non-linear motion. So the motion which is not in a straight line is called as non-linear motion. So non-linear motion may be of following types. First one, oscillatory motion. Second is periodic motion. Third is circular motion, and fourth is random motion. So now we are going to study all these types of non-linear motion one by one. Okay, students, I have shown you a picture. What do you see in this picture? Who will tell me what can you see in this picture? What is it? Yes, Pankhini?
मिस एक लड़की झूला झूल रही है.
Very good. We call it a swing. What do we call it? Swing.
Swim.
So you must have played on swings, isn't it? A swing moves from one extreme position to another and back again. So it is moving from one point to other point. And again back it is going to the same point. It takes the same time for every such complete swing. For one complete swing, every time it is taking the same time. So one complete swing is called an oscillation. What is one swing called as? Oscillation. Such a back and forth repetitive motion is called oscillatory motion. So this is an example of oscillatory motion. Let us see another example of oscillatory motion. See here, you can see a clock and down you can see the hanging thing. It is called pendulum. So this pendulum of a clock, it goes to and fro. It moves from one position to other position, from one position to other position, and it completes, that is called oscillation. Okay, one complete cycle is called oscillation, and for every oscillation it is taking same time period. So this is another example of oscillatory motion. Let us see the next example. Yes, here you can see a beautiful bird flying in the sky. So while flying, the birds flap their wings up and down, up and down. So here also the motion is repeated continuously. So this is another example of oscillatory motion. Okay, what do you see here? This is a needle of a sieving machine. Carefully observe how it is moving, going down, up, down, up. So this is also repeating its motion continuously. So again the motion is repeated. That is why this is another example of oscillatory motion. So with all these examples, let us define now what do you mean by oscillatory motion. The motion of a body that is oscillating, that is swinging back and forth. Oscillating means swinging back and forth, is called oscillatory motion, just like we saw in the swing example. Swinging back and forth is called oscillatory motion. So the motion of a body that is oscillating, that is swinging back and forth, is called oscillatory motion. See examples of oscillatory motion. Who will read these examples of oscillatory motion? Just now we have seen the pictures. I want one of the student to read them out. Yes, who will read the examples? Anybody?
The
Pumpkin.
swing in a park, the pendulum of a clock, the wings of a bird, the needle of a sewing machine, etc.
Very good. So these are all the examples of oscillatory motion. So I hope it is clear to you all oscillatory motion, its meanings and its examples. So students, use your brain power and tell me, in which musical instrument can you see oscillatory motion? Come on, think over it and tell me, in which musical instrument do you see oscillatory motion? Anyone of you?
What means?
In which musical instrument do you see oscillatory motion? Yes, I can see some students raising hand.
Piano. Drum.
Very good, drums. So, see here, I have shown you a picture of a tabla. It is also called hand drum, and as you mentioned, drums. So, in this musical instruments, there is a diaphragm. Okay, the upper surface is called diaphragm. Then the tabla player beats this tabla. Okay, the diaphragm starts vibrating. So vibrating means it will go up and down, up and down. So it is an example of oscillatory motion. One more musical instrument we will see. Yes, what is this? It is a guitar. Okay, it is a string instrument. See how the person is plucking the string of the guitar and the strings are vibrating. Not only guitar or other string instruments like sitar, violin, these are also examples of oscillatory motion. So these are extra examples of oscillatory motion. So I think you have understood oscillatory motion. Let us move on to the next motion. Yes, the next motion is circular motion. From the name itself, you can guess what kind of motion it will be. See here, from this example, we will try to understand. You can see a clock, a wall clock. The minute hand of the wall clock is going round and round. It is moving about the circumference of a circle. Okay, so this is called as oscillatory motion. When any object is moving along the circumference of a circle, what is circumference? The circumference of circle is the length of the boundary of a circle which is curved. So if an object is moving along the circumference of a circle, we say it is undergoing circular motion. So what is this? This is an example of circular motion, hands of clock. In this you can see only one hand is moving, but actually all the three hands, whether it is minute hand or hour hand or second hand, all of them execute circular motion. Let us see another example of circular motion. Okay, so here you can see the blades of a fan. Why I have written blades of a fan? Why not only fan? The whole fan is not moving in circles. Only the blades are going round and round about the circumference of the circle. So we have to mention blades of a fan are executing circular motion. Okay, what do you see here? A giant wheel. Where do you find this? Where do you see this? Yes? Anybody? Where do you see this? A giant wheel? Yes, I heard somebody is making lip movements. They are saying in fair. Very good. In fair,
Circular motion.
Yes, yes. See, listen my question carefully, students. I asked you, where do you see this giant wheel? So this giant wheel we see in a fair. Okay. This giant wheel is also executing circular motion. Very good. This is also showing circular motion. Let us see the next example of circular motion. A merry-go-round. This also you see in a fair. Okay. So students, pay attention here. I can see some of you are talking. So pay attention on the screen, dear students. So here you can see a merry-go-round. This is another example. You can observe carefully. See how it is moving. It is moving in circle. It is going along the circumference of a circle. So this is another example of a merry-go-round. So let us now define circular motion. The motion of an object around a circular path is called circular motion. Okay, definition is very simple. The motion of an object around a circular path is called circular motion. Let us see the examples. Okay, who will read the examples? I have shown you the pictures. Now you have to read it for me. Who will read examples of circular motion? Yes, who will read?
Miss, can I?
Yes, dear. Go on.
The hand of clock, a fan, a giant wheel, a merry-go-round, etc.
That's correct. So these are all the examples of a circular motion. So now, which other examples of circular motion can you give? Use your brain power. Come on, start thinking, students. Which
Miss
other
Sun,
examples of circular motion? Sun is
Miss
moving in circle, dear.
plate,
Is sun moving in circle? No, sun is not moving in circle. Okay, see here. What do you see in this picture? Yes? Planets revolving around the sun.
The solar system
Very good.
planet.
That's correct. This is our solar system, and you can see all the planets are revolving around the sun in circular motion. So this is another example of circular motion. So now next we are going to study about periodic motion. We completed oscillatory motion and circular motion. So students, periodic motion, for explaining periodic motion, we have to take examples of oscillatory motion only. We see from these examples of oscillatory motion and circular motion that some objects complete one round or one oscillation in a fixed period of time. In a fixed period of time, they complete either one oscillation or one circular motion. The motion that is repeated at fixed interval of time is periodic motion. So let us understand this periodic motion. See here, you can again, I have shown, you will say, teacher, you have shown again example of circular motion only. But what do you find here? The minute hand of a clock completes one round in exactly 60 minutes. Okay, so it is completing one round. Every time it will take 60 minutes to complete one round. Similarly, second hand, it will repeat its motion after 60 seconds, and our hand repeat its motion after 12 hours. So these are the examples of hands of a clock. They are not only examples of circular motion, but they also execute periodic motion. See again, a merry-go-round. We already have seen this in circular motion. Here what happens, a merry-go-round also completes every round in same period of time. So it is also an example of periodic motion. Let us see another examples of periodic motion. The rotation of Earth about its axis with period of rotation of 1 day. So Earth completes its one rotation in 1 day, that is 24 hours. So this is also an example of periodic motion. Revolution of Earth around Sun with a period of 1 year. So Earth completes one revolution around the sun in 1 year. So this is also an example of periodic motion. So let us have the definition of periodic motion. The motion of an object which passes through a certain point again and again after a fixed period is called periodic motion. So the motion is repeated at a fixed interval of time, then it is called periodic motion. Examples of periodic motion. Who will read out the examples of periodic motion? Any one of you? Yes, who will read?
Miss the nut hand of a clock, a merry-go-round rotation of the earth about its axis, revolution of earth around the sun, etc.
Very good. So these are the examples of periodic motion. So again now use your brain power and tell me which other examples of periodic motion can you give? Can you give me some examples of periodic motion?
Miss
Okay.
car wheels.
Car wheels. Okay. Any
Miss
other student?
planets.
Yes, planets. They are revolving around the sun and every time they are taking same time period to complete one revolution. So planets revolving around the sun is correct answer. Whereas
Miss Sun.
wheels of car, you cannot say it is periodic motion because they are not taking same time to complete the cycle every time. So here I will show you some more examples, don't worry. See the first example, you can again, I have shown you a pendulum of a clock which we have studied in oscillatory motion. See this pendulum also completes one cycle in fixed time interval. Every time the same cycle it is completing in fixed time interval. So it is also an example of periodic motion. Another example, see here you can see a rocking chair. It is called rocking chair. It is moving, observe carefully how it is moving. Okay, back and forth, back and forth. And to complete this one cycle, it is taking exactly same time period. So this is also an example of periodic motion. Next, we can see a ceiling fan. The blades of the fan complete the motion, the circular motion in same time period. So this is example of circular motion as well as periodic motion. So let us have a look at next motion. What do you see in this picture, children? Yes, what do you see in this picture? Who will tell me?
A girl.
Yeah, a girl. And can you see the butterflies? Yes,
Yes.
so this girl is chasing the butterflies. Have you ever chased a butterfly, children? Have you ever chased
Yes,
butterflies?
teacher.
Yes. So while chasing a butterfly in a garden, do you run along a definite path or in same direction all the time? Well, not really. A butterfly constantly flits from one flower to another. There is no definite direction to its motion. Such a motion is called random motion. So this is an example of random motion. Our next motion is random motion. Let us see another example of random motion. See here children playing in a garden. There is no definite path, no definite direction. Anywhere they are going, they are jumping, they are running. One boy is pushing other one. So there is no definite path. So it is an example of random motion. Let us see the another example. See the motion of football players. While playing football, there is no definite path, no definite direction. They have to go just behind the ball. Okay, so this motion is also an example of random motion. Next, the motion of a crawling baby. See, a crawling baby also goes anywhere in the house. There is no definite pattern for its motion. So it is another example of random motion. So let us see the definition of random motion. The motion that changes its direction and speed continually it is changing its direction and speed, is called random motion. And the examples are, who will read these examples? I have shown you the example, just read them.
The motion of a butterfly, children playing in a park, the motion of football players, the motion of crawling baby, etc.
That's right. So these are all the examples of random motion. Okay, so we have completed all the 4 types of subtypes of non-linear motion. We saw oscillatory motion, we saw circular motion, we saw periodic motion, and finally we saw random motion. But always remember one thing, students, what is written here? Just see, a moving object may not have only one type of motion. Always remember this. Whenever any object is motion, not necessary, it will only show one kind of motion. It can show different kinds of motion. Let us understand this statement with the help of an example. What do you see here, children? What do you see in this picture?
A boy is cycling.
Very good. A boy is riding a bicycle. And which motion do you think it is executing? The bicycle is executing which motion? What is the motion of the bicycle? Can you guess?
Linear motion.
Motion.
Very good. It's correct. The bicycle as a whole, if you consider, children, then it is going in a straight line in the same direction. Then it is said that bicycle is executing linear motion. But just think over it, students. The wheels of the bicycle, the paddles of the bicycle, and the legs of that boy, they are all going round and round. They are following a circular path. So they are following circular motion. So here you can see 2 motions. Circular, the bicycle as a whole is going in linear motion, but the wheels of the bicycle, the pedals of the bicycle, and the legs of the boy are going in circular motion. So thus we can say that a moving object may not have only one type of motion. It can show more than one types of motion. So now we are going to study a new subtopic in this lesson, which is called as speed. So here there is an example. A bus covers the distance of about 200 kilometers from Solapur to Pune in 5 hours. How much distance does the bus cover in 1 hour? So here you can see, students, there are 2 places, Solapur and Pune. The distance between the 2 places is 200 kilometers, and this bus is covering that distance in 5 hours. Okay, 200 kilometers it is covering in 5 hours. So what question is asked here? How much distance does the bus cover in 1 hour? So here we have to take the ratio of the total distance traveled to the total time taken to travel that distance. So if we solve it, we will get total distance upon total time, which is equal to 200 kilometers upon 5 hours. And when you divide it by 5, 200 by 5, you get 5 40s are 200. So the final answer comes out 40 kilometer per hour. So here we have calculated actually the speed of the bus, students. What we have calculated? Speed of the bus in kilometers per hour. Whenever we are calculating the distance in unit time, unit means 1 hour or 1 minute or 1 second, then it is called speed. So let us define speed now, students. Pay attention. The distance traversed by an object in unit time is called the speed of that object. Unit means 1 and traversed means traveled. So let us once again say the definition. Students, you also repeat the definition. The distance traversed by an object in unit time is called the speed of that object. Let us see the formula. Speed is equal to distance upon time. This formula is very important, children. In your higher studies, you are going to use this formula to solve sums. So it is speed is equal to distance upon time. And what are the units of speed? Kilometer per hour or meter per second. See the slash, the slanting line you have to read as per. Kilometer per hour and meter per second. Okay, students. So who will read the units of speed? Read out the units of speed. Yes? Some students are raising hand. I can see. Yes, dear. Who will say the answer? Yes.
Kilometer, hour, meter, second
Beta,
are
you
the
have
unit of speed.
very good. But see how to read it. Just now I told you how to read it. Kilometer per hour. Kilometer
Yes.
per hour and meter per second. This way you have to read it. Who will try? Who will try to read it again? Yes?
Kilometer per hour, meter per second are the unit of speed.
Very good, Pankini. So kilometer per hour and meter per second are the units of speed. And what is the formula for speed? What is the formula? Yes? Anybody will try? It is there on
Speed,
your screen.
distance, time.
How you should say a formula? You should say the left hand side as well as the right hand side. Speed is equal to distance upon time. Who will repeat this? Yes? Yes, try it.
Can I?
Yes, dear. Go on.
Speed is equal to distance upon time.
Very good. Speed is equal to distance upon time. So, let us review the lesson. Non-linear motion can be of following types: oscillatory motion, circular motion, periodic motion, and random motion. And next, we studied speed, the distance traversed by an object in unit time is called as speed. So I hope you all have understood the lesson. If you have any doubts, you can ask me, children. Is there any doubt? Any query? You can ask me. Okay, so let us move on.
No.
Very good. So let us move on to this question. Identify the types of motion. So since you have understood the lesson, you are going to identify the types of motion. I will show you some pictures and you have to tell me the type of motion executed in that picture. See the first picture. Which motion is it?
Circular motion.
Very good. Circular motion. Second picture. Which motion is executed in this picture?
Oscillatory motion.
Oscillatory motion. That's right. Next. Yes. Which motion do you see in this picture? The fishes are swimming in water and there is no definite path, no definite direction. They are going anywhere, anyhow. So which motion is it?
Random motion.
That's right. Very good. So it is a random motion. Next, which motion is it?
Circular motion.
That's right. Circular motion. Any other motion? Can you-
Periodic motion.
Very good. It is showing periodic as well as circular motion. Very good, children. Clap for yourself. Very smart children. So next, here is an activity for you. Make a list of various moving objects in the environment and discuss the types of motion seen in them. So children, if you have to develop interest in science, you should be a good observer. You should observe around you, in your surroundings, in your environment. So here you have to observe the moving objects and you have to discuss the motion seen in them. Okay, students, that's all for today. I hope you have understood the lesson.
Yes.
Thank you.